Microsoft and VS Code for Education are partners with education. Also, with educators, students, administrators, communities, and the list goes on. Our goals for computer science begin with our partnerships and transformation. TEALS, CS for All, Code.org, CSTA, SIGSI, and a number of other organizations. We want to make sure that students have access to skills, technologies, and opportunities that they need to thrive in a digital economy. And along with that comes with support for educators to have the tools, resources, and professional learning opportunities they need to raise and build the next generation of developers. You may know Microsoft from Microsoft's MakeCode, which offers arcade, microbits, as well as Minecraft Education Edition, using block-based coding and programming, where the vision is to inspire the next generation of technology creators. These programs promote training and opportunities for educators, as well as partnerships with schools and organizations to make sure that computer science education is accessible to all students. That's where VS Code for Education also comes in, where our vision is to power the next generation of developers. You'll notice that shift from creators to developers. On the previous slide, we looked at Microsoft MakeCode, the arcade, microbit, and Minecraft education connections, and that really supports the middle school environment around sparking an interest in computing. We knew that there's also a building of modern computer skills that exists really in the college environment, whether it's through Visual Studio Code, GitHub, Azure, Codespaces, and then in a career where we're translating these skills to opportunities where Visual Studio comes into play. But we realized there's this gap in the high school experience about sustaining interest in computing and providing an entry-level educational code editor really focused initially on web development and Python. And that's where VS Code for Education came into the mix. And so that's when we went first talking to educators to understand the computer science experience in the classroom firsthand. So in the 23-24 academic year, we met with the 10 educators on your screen from across the US to really hear from them about the challenges and opportunities that exist for teachers and also for students. This continued into the 24-25 academic year, where we added some additional folks into the advisory board and returned back a number of folks who wanted to continue in that journey. If you're interested in learning more about the advisory board or applying for the advisory board, there's a couple of QR codes on the screen that we invite you to take a look at. From our research and working with the Education Advisory Board, we identified these key CS education challenges. We know this is not representative of all challenges in the classroom, but some of the key areas that we heard resoundingly from focus groups and other panels. First, teachers are getting more and more role assignments, especially in high school and middle schools. Teachers are being encouraged to pursue self-directed professional development versus professional learning. There's a lack of diversity and representation, including ethics and social perspectives in curriculum. There's a limited quantity of standards-aligned, pedagogically focused learning experiences. Inclusivity and accessibility are not first or built into product experiences, leaving some students behind. We know that districts are facing rising costs of curriculum and software. The management of software releases and updates for things you have to install on workstations or computers if you can, and also adapting to an increased course demand, whether it's from state legislature or from students interested in taking programs. So enter VS Code for Education. Again, a free online computer science education platform that provides integrated curriculum and a sandbox coding environment for everyone, focused on three main areas: future-ready skills, coding for everyone, and a simplified and secure environment. For future-ready skills, students are able to learn to code using real-world tools, building the skills that they need for the workplace, and ultimately bringing their ideas to life. For students, we ensure that coding is available for everyone, anytime, anywhere. So any device, any platform. It's fun and easy to follow lessons with accessibility built in, like immersive readers, Zoom and screen reader support, so every student, regardless of ability, can learn to code. And lastly, a simplified and secure environment that's designed for education, where we integrate both the content and a streamlined user interface direct with one-click to code experience. Everything you need with no setup or configuration needed, all the while protecting student data. We value, protect, and defend student data privacy and school security with our governance practices and a privacy by design approach. So who is this for exactly? You, and of course your students. For educators who are teaching computer science at the high school or intro to college level courses, this will be a natural alignment for you to VS Code for Education. And it's even more of an alignment for students because it's focused on supporting their transition from a visual programming environment like MakeCode to a more advanced text-based tool.